What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Top Chill Play, the channel where we rank the anime you actually need to watch. Netflix has one of the best anime libraries available right now, but the sheer size of it makes it hard to know where to start. So today, we are doing the work for you. These are the top 10 best anime on Netflix in 2026, ranked by quality, rewatchability, and pure entertainment value. Whether you are brand new to anime or a veteran looking for something you might have missed, this list has something for you. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, we have Beastars. If you think this is just a furry show, you are completely wrong, and you need to give it a chance. In a world of anthropomorphic animals, herbivores and carnivores live together in an uneasy peace. Legoshi is a large, intimidating grey wolf who is actually gentle and introverted. After a classmate gets eaten in the night, the social tensions at his high school explode. Beastars uses its animal world as a metaphor for real human issues: racial prejudice, desire, identity, and the violence we suppress to fit into society. Legoshi's relationship with Haru, a small white rabbit, sits at the center of all of it. The CGI animation by Orange Studio is exceptional, and the jazz-influenced soundtrack makes every scene feel alive. This show goes places you will not expect. Beastars is one of the most original anime Netflix has ever produced. Start with episode 1 and see how quickly you get hooked. Number 9 is Great Pretender, and if you like stylish crime capers with a great sense of humor, this one is made for you. Makoto Edamura is supposedly Japan's greatest swindler. Then he tries to con a French con artist named Laurent Thierry and immediately gets outplayed. Laurent recruits him into a team that runs elaborate scams on the world's worst criminals. Each arc takes place in a different city around the world and has its own unique tone and target: Los Angeles, Singapore, London, Las Vegas. Each one is a different flavor of chaos. The art style is vibrant and almost painterly. The voice acting is excellent in both Japanese and English, and the plot twists come fast. Great Pretender is pure fun from start to finish. Great Pretender is the kind of show you recommend to someone who wants something light but clever. It delivers every time. Number 8 is Devilman Crybaby. This one is not for everyone. It is graphic, disturbing, and brutal. It is also brilliant. Akira Fudo is a kind, sensitive boy who merges with a demon to become Devilman, a being with demonic power but a human heart. His mission is to protect humanity from a demon invasion. But director Masaaki Yuasa is not interested in a simple superhero story. Devilman Crybaby is about human cruelty, mob mentality, and what we do to things we do not understand. It asks whether humanity is actually worth saving. At only 10 episodes, this is a one-sitting watch. It builds slowly, then hits you like a freight train in the final episodes. The ending is one of the most discussed in anime history. If you can handle intense content and want something that will shake you up, Devilman Crybaby earns every minute of your time. Number 7 is Violet Evergarden, and it is one of the most visually stunning anime ever produced. Violet is a former child soldier who has lost both her arms and has no understanding of human emotion. Fitted with mechanical prosthetic arms, she begins work as an auto-memory doll, someone who writes letters on behalf of others. Each episode tells the story of a different client, and each one is designed to dismantle you emotionally. A dying father writing letters for his daughter to open on the milestones of her life. A playwright who lost his inspiration. A soldier trying to say goodbye. Kyoto Animation put everything into this show. Every frame is immaculate. The music is devastating. And Violet's slow journey toward understanding what love means is one of the most beautiful arcs in anime. Violet Evergarden is available with the film on Netflix. Watch them both. Clear your schedule first. Number 6 is Aggretsuko, and this one is the most relatable anime on this entire list. Retsuko is a 5-year-old red panda who works a soul-crushing office job. She is polite and professional on the outside. When she needs to vent, she goes to a karaoke bar alone and screams death metal. On the surface, this sounds like a joke premise, and it is funny. But Aggretsuko is also genuinely insightful about work culture, toxic relationships, burnout, and the pressure young women face to be pleasant and accommodating at all times. The episodes are short, the humor is sharp, and the emotional honesty sneaks up on you. Multiple seasons means there is plenty to watch, and the quality stays consistent throughout. If you have ever wanted to scream at your job but smiled instead, Aggretsuko understands you completely. Number 5 is Ranking of Kings. This is the one that everyone dismissed based on its art style and then could not stop watching. Boji is a small, deaf prince who cannot wield a sword and is mocked by his entire kingdom. He is next in line for the throne, but no one believes he is capable of ruling. He forms an unlikely friendship with a small shadow creature named Kage. What looks like a children's fairy tale turns into one of the most emotionally complex fantasy stories in recent anime. Every character has a layered backstory. Every villain has a reason. And Boji's quiet determination to prove himself hits harder than almost any action sequence. The art style is deliberate. Once you stop expecting something conventional, you realize how much the soft visuals contrast against the heavy themes. It is a beautiful piece of storytelling. Ranking of Kings rewards patience and trust. Give it 3 episodes and it will have your full attention. Number 4 is Castlevania. Technically a Western production, but animated in an anime style and written with more care than most actual anime series. When Dracula's human wife is burned at the stake by the church, he declares war on all of humanity. Trevor Belmont, last of a disgraced monster hunting family, teams up with a magician and Dracula's own half-human son to stop the apocalypse. The action sequences in Castlevania are some of the best ever put to animation. The sword fighting is fluid, brutal, and choreographed with real creativity. Each major battle feels like an event. But the writing is what elevates it. The characters have genuine depth, the dialogue is sharp and often funny, and the series is not afraid to make you sympathize with the villain. Dracula's grief is handled with real weight. Castlevania is essential viewing for any fan of dark fantasy. All 4 seasons are on Netflix and they go down fast. Number 3 is Demon Slayer, and if you have not watched this yet, today is the day. Tanjiro returns home to find his family slaughtered by a demon. His younger sister Nezuko survived but was turned into one. He becomes a demon slayer with a single goal: find a cure for his sister and kill the demon responsible. Studio Ufotable redefined what anime action looks like with this series. The animation during battle sequences is genuinely some of the finest work in the history of the medium. Every major fight feels like a cinematic event. Beyond the spectacle, the emotional core of the show is real. Tanjiro is one of the most compassionate protagonists in shonen anime, and his bond with Nezuko drives everything. The Rengoku arc alone justifies the entire watch. Demon Slayer is on Netflix and Crunchyroll. Start with Season 1 and do not stop until you have watched the Mugen Train film. Number 2 is Neon Genesis Evangelion. One of the most important anime ever made, and now it is sitting right there on Netflix with no excuse not to watch it. Shinji Ikari is a 4-year-old boy summoned by his absent father to pilot a massive biomechanical robot called an Evangelion to fight alien entities called angels. That is the premise. What the show is actually about is something else entirely. Director Hideaki Anno used Evangelion to process his own depression and existential crisis, and it shows in every episode. The characters are all deeply, recognizably broken. The show dismantles the mecha genre while using it as a vehicle for psychological exploration. The final 2 episodes are among the most debated in anime history. The film End of Evangelion offers an alternate ending that is visually stunning and emotionally harrowing. Watching both is essential. Neon Genesis Evangelion is not easy. It is not comfortable. It is a landmark piece of art, and it is right there on Netflix waiting for you. And the #1 best anime on Netflix right now is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is not a controversial pick, this is the correct answer. Edward and Alphonse Elric attempt the forbidden act of human transmutation to bring their dead mother back to life. Edward loses his arm and leg. Alphonse loses his entire body and survives only as a soul bound to a suit of armor. Their journey to restore themselves leads them into a conspiracy that threatens millions of lives. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood runs 64 episodes and earns every single one of them. The pacing is perfect. The world building is layered and consistent. The cast is enormous, and every major character is fully realized. It has incredible action, genuine philosophy, emotional gut punches that hit harder the more you invest in the characters, and one of the most satisfying endings in storytelling of any medium. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the standard by which all other anime are measured. It is on Netflix. There is no reason not to start it today. And that is our top 10 best anime on Netflix in 2026. Which one are you watching first? Drop it in the comments, I read every single one. If this list was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to Top Chill Play for weekly anime rankings. I will see you in the next one.